Well, hello everyone. Today, February 2nd, we are preparing to celebrate Black History Month. We're excited that our social studies coordinator, Ms. Regina Wallace, and our social studies lead teacher, Rhonda Love, have collaborated and planned an exciting month of activities. I don't know if you realize this, but this year, we honor and we commemorate the life of Dr. Martin Luther King. This is the 50th year since his assassination in 1968. While it was a tragic event and we honor Dr. King's life, we know that that event has shaped our history as a nation and as a world. Black History Month is a month where we highlight, inform ourselves, and celebrate the contributions of African Americans to this country and to this world. And yes, Black History Month is not just for Black Americans or African Americans. It's for every American to celebrate. Just as African Americans celebrate every other culture in America, every other culture should celebrate the contributions that African Americans have made. We would not be the nation that we are if it were not for the contributions of every group, including that of African Americans. We're excited to share that this month you'll have many activities that will do much to inform our students, to engage our young people, and to ensure that they're learning, thinking critically, and most of all, appreciating history as not to repeat history, especially those aspects of history that we should really only learn from. I'd like to share a few of the activities that will be occurring throughout the month of February and beyond. We will have Students with King field trip, a field trip for our students to travel to the MLK Center. You may have already been there. This may be your first time, but I can assure you that if you participate, whether with our school system or on your own, on a family event, if you go to the MLK Center, you will be thoroughly informed. Your heart will be touched by the history, the information about the movement, the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King and his wife, Ms. Coretta Scott King, because he was instrumental because she walked alongside him. Secondly, we will be participating in the 50 Acts of Kindness, where students, our students will individually or in groups, work to create commercials showing them completing 50 acts of kindness to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. Winners from the district will compete in a competition at the MLK Center in Atlanta. Our third activity will be the Living Legends book reading. We're excited that it will take place on February 28th during the next student advisory meeting. Joanne Trumpar Mulaland will be our speaker. Who is she? She is an author, a civil rights leader for the Freedom Rides. Our students will have a firsthand experience with a civil rights fighter, one who was on the front line as African Americans and others joined hand in hand for the rights to be extended to them and to all Americans. The same rights, the equal rights, the universal rights that all of us deserve and should be afforded just because we're human beings. We'll also have other field trips that will be scheduled, and we'll have a trip to the movie called Black Panther. I know you probably have seen the promos on television, so we're excited to afford our students here in Clayton County an opportunity to go as a group of individuals to see this movie. I am confident that you will learn, you will be motivated and inspired by this movie. Being a person who enjoys and appreciates the arts, you should know that when you watch the movies and when you participate in these activities, you should be thinking and reflecting upon what you will do to add value to this experience we call the human experience. Not only for yourself, but for everyone else. I've always shared that being a human and being a good human being is about lifting up others as you lift yourself. Remember, you can't lift up others and you not be lifted up yourself. Also, we'll continue with field trips throughout the semester to the Civil and Human Rights Center. We'd like all of you to know that we are celebrating Black History Month in the Clayton County Public Schools. All of us are celebrating, acknowledging, affirming, appreciating the contributions that African Americans have made to make this United States the greatest nation on earth and to make this world a much better place for all people. Again, for all people. What I'd like to do now is conduct a drawing. Miss Regina Wallace, your social studies coordinator, will join me as we conduct the drawing. This drawing will be of names for schools to participate in a field trip called Students with King, or a field trip to the Civil and Human Rights Museum for free. We cannot do all schools this year, so we're doing a random drawing to identify the schools that will participate. 4 elementary schools will be selected, 3 middle schools, and 3 high schools. So Ms. Regina Wallace will come at this time and join me so everyone can see that it's a fair, non-biased drawing, right? Or unbiased, I guess that's the right word, unbiased drawing. So I am going to select 4 elementary schools. So I'm going to just do that. And here's the first one. Kemp Primary. Point South Elementary. Tara Elementary. Church Street Elementary. Congratulations to those elementary schools that have been selected. At this time, I'll select 3 middle schools to participate. Lovejoy Middle School. Rex Mill Middle School. Jonesboro Middle School. Congratulations to those 3 middle schools that have been selected to participate. And at this time, we'll select 3 high schools to participate. Lovejoy High School. Stillwell. Forest Park High School. Congratulations to all of you selected to participate on the field trips. As a reminder, we are celebrating Black History Month. Take full advantage of the activities, take full advantage of the instructional opportunities afforded to you to learn, appreciate, and celebrate the lives and contributions of African Americans. And remember, this month is not just for African Americans. This month is for all Americans to celebrate the accomplishments of African Americans to the greatness of our nation and to our world. Thank you.